Sarah.
Stupid.
Sarah. I can't breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
Sarah.
This is a story that begins like an unsettling nightmare, where a seemingly innocent game turns into an unimaginable horror.
We were playing hide and seek last night. I fell asleep. He's stiff and he's purple. Please. Please hurry. This
Right,
is
okay.
horrible. This is horrific.
Came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him, and I took him out.
I miss him a lot, and I didn't even sleep last night. I miss him a lot.
On February 24th, 2020, a seemingly ordinary morning in Winter Park, Florida, was shattered by a frantic 911 call. A woman named Sarah Boone was on the line, her voice filled with panic and disbelief.
Fire risk. What's the location, emergency?
Hillwood Park Apartments.
All right, great. Now tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in a suitcase and we were playing. And
Okay.
like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep and I woke up and he was dead in the suitcase. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Ah! Please. Okay, he just gurgled.
Okay. We want to pump his chest to me hard and fast. Go under this twice per second. I just want you to count out loud for me, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 31, 32. Please hurry.
Okay, man, they're getting there as fast as they can, okay?
He's stiff and he's purple. Please. Please hurry. This
Right,
is
okay.
horrible. This is horrific.
They're in the parking lot. They should be up there shortly, okay?
She told the dispatcher a bizarre and horrifying story about a game of hide and seek that had gone terribly wrong. Sarah explained that the previous night, she and her boyfriend, Jorge Torres Jr., had been drinking wine and having a good time together. They had been doing artwork and putting together a puzzle. In the midst of their evening, they decided to play a game of hide and seek. Sarah stated that Jorge had gotten into a suitcase. She claimed she then fell asleep and woke up to the unimaginable horror of finding Jorge dead inside the suitcase.
Open. Come in. When was the last time anybody saw him? Last night. We were playing hide and seek. He hid in the suitcase. Okay.
But unfortunately, he's been down too long. There's nothing we can report of him.
What's going on? Who is he to you? Boyfriend? Yes, for like 3.5 years. What happened? He and I, we drank last night. We had a...
Can you pass this to the around to the SB guys? Stop. They need to sign that for sure.
No, it's working.
What's going on?
Sorry,
I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like,
Yeah, I'm
he and
just
I
sorry.
were putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You are putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, trying to take the stuff off the wall to make new art put up there, like having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night.
Okay. Fine.
So then it's like, we decided to play hide and seek, right?
Okay.
So he gets in the suitcase, okay?
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband, my former husband.
How did he lives here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
So then he came over here.
Here, let's talk in private, okay?
I called you guys. I tried giving him
Bravo,
CPR. The problem is I fell asleep. I fell asleep
When did you do CPR?
this morning when I found him.
Before you called?
Yes.
It's 1 o'clock right now.
I tried. I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him, and I took him out, and I tried doing CPR, and then I called him, and then I called you guys.
So you were playing and who zipped him up in?
I did, but then I fell asleep.
Okay. You're okay. I wasn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what
I
happened.
fell asleep, so I don't know if he suffocated or like had an aneurysm or a heart attack or
What kind of medical conditions does he have?
None that I know of.
Her initial account painted a picture of a tragic accident, a playful game that ended in unforeseen death. She described finding him stiff and purple, indicating a lack of oxygen. She said she tried to perform CPR before calling for help. When the 911 dispatcher guided her through chest compressions, her desperate pleas for the paramedics to hurry underscored the gravity of the situation. Police officers and paramedics quickly arrived at the Gilwood Park apartments. They found Sarah distraught and Jorge unresponsive. The paramedics determined that Jorge had been deceased for a significant amount of time. The scene was immediately treated with suspicion. How could a grown man accidentally trap himself inside a suitcase for hours? As detectives began to investigate, they noticed details that contradicted Sarah's initial narrative. Jorge's body showed signs of injury that were inconsistent with a simple accident. He had a cut on his lip, bruising around his eye, and scratch marks on his back. These injuries suggested a struggle or some form of physical altercation. Sensing that there was more to the story than Sarah was letting on, investigators decided to seize her iPhone as part of their routine evidence processing. What they discovered on the phone sent a chill through the investigation. They found 2 video files, both recorded the night Jorge died, and both deeply disturbing.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Fuck you.
Sarah.
Stupid.
Sarah.
That's my name. Don't wear it up.
Sarah. I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously.
Yeah, that's when you choke me.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
That's on you.
Sarah, I can't breathe.
It's on you.
Sarah.
Real or ransom. Might want to get video for it extra. Because I got this.
Sarah.
Real or ransom.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe.
Oh. That's what I feel like when you string on me.
Sarah. I can't
You.
fucking breathe, Sarah.
Yeah. You should probably shut the fuck up.
Sarah.
The first video captured a scene of apparent torment. Jorge could be heard desperately pleading for Sarah to let him out of the suitcase, repeatedly saying, "Sarah, I can't breathe." Sarah's responses were callous and cruel. She could be heard taunting him, saying things like, "Yeah, that's what you do when you choke me," and "Sarah, I can't breathe. Babe, that's on you." Her tone was mocking, and at one point she even said, "Stupid Sarah," seemingly mimicking his pleas. The recording abruptly cut off. The second video, recorded 11 minutes later, showed the suitcase in a slightly different position on the floor, as if someone had moved it. Jorge's cries for help were absent in this second recording, replaced by an eerie silence. These videos painted a horrifying picture that starkly contrasted with Sarah's initial claim of a tragic accident.
Sarah.
It was clear that Jorge's death was not the result of a playful game gone wrong. He had been trapped inside the suitcase, begging for his life, while Sarah documented his suffering. That afternoon, Sarah Boone was brought to the Orange County Sheriff's Office for questioning. In the stark interrogation room, Detective Chelsea Connolly and her partner sat across from her, ready to uncover the truth. The detectives informed Sarah about the injuries found on Jorge's body, detailing the scratch marks on his back and the bruising on his head.
So, this morning we went to his autopsy, and we were informed of some injuries that he has by the doctor. So, so he's got scratch marks to his back. He also had, like on the left side of his forehead, he had basically bruising, and on like his head and skull.
I have no idea.
As if something hit him.
I
considered
have not
force
touched him.
trauma.
I have not touched him. I have not touched him.
How would you get those injuries?
Tell me and we'll both know. I have not touched him. I have no idea. We had a good day.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good day. We've had good days lately.
What do you mean by good? What's your definition of good?
I don't think you all understand. He comes at me all the time. He comes at me. So it's either I flee or try to go upstairs and go to sleep.
Then why are you still with him?
Everybody asks me that. When I tell you guys this, I really love him. Like I do. And I feel like I can help him. Like I feel like I could help him, which I did because he came a really long way. I miss him a lot and I didn't even sleep last night. I miss him a lot.
Sarah repeatedly denied touching him or having any knowledge of how he sustained those injuries. She insisted that they had a good day together, despite the disturbing videos found on her phone. When asked about her definition of a good day, Sarah deflected, claiming that Jorge comes at me all the time, implying a history of abuse. However, she also stated that she loved him and felt like she could help him, suggesting a complex and troubled relationship. Finally, Detective Connolly confronted Sarah with the videos found on her phone. As Sarah watched the recordings of Jorge's desperate pleas and her own cruel responses, her composure began to crack. She claimed the videos made her continuously throw up and that she didn't want to watch them.
Okay. So I have something that I want to show you that we found. And it was from your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it?
If you need to move it around, go ahead.
No, I don't remember that.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me.
Your battery's about to die.
Shut it down.
Oh, okay.
Is it long? Because I don't know how much I can take.
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't know how much I can take. Do I have to watch this? I continuously throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it, if that's okay.
Well, it's on your phone, and you can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah. We're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
It's that long?
2 minutes.
No.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me. Fuck you.
That's you, your voice.
Stupid. That's my name. Don't wear it up.
I can't fucking breathe it.
Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
I don't want to watch it, please.
The detectives pressed her for an explanation. Sarah initially tried to downplay the videos, claiming she didn't remember them clearly. However, the recordings spoke for themselves. The detectives pointed out the discrepancy between her initial story of a hide-and-seek game and the evidence of Jorge begging for his life while trapped. Sarah then offered a shifting account. She admitted to zipping Jorge into the suitcase but claimed she didn't zip it up all the way, suggesting he could have gotten out. However, the videos showed Jorge struggling and saying he couldn't breathe, contradicting her claim that the suitcase was partially open. The detectives highlighted the fact that there were 2 videos and a still picture on her phone showing the suitcase in different positions. They questioned why she would film Jorge in such a vulnerable and distressed state instead of letting him out.
Last time we talked to you, you had said that you put him in the suitcase, he had 2 fingers hanging out.
I flipped him over. I flipped him over, and that's where it was.
There's 2 different videos and a still picture where, yeah, it shows you flipping him in different positions and him saying that he can't breathe and you saying fuck you.
So this is upside down. So in order for him to have gotten into it,
it was flipped up.
Right. It was flipped up normal.
Yes.
Like as if you're packing something. So this is upside down.
Guys, this is killing me right now.
So this image is upside down, and then this small video that occurred 11 minutes later, it's flipped over the other way, closer to your dining room table. Okay. Now he's obviously still in there. So he didn't, how did it go from the back to the front?
I flipped it.
Okay.
My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep.
Well, that's what you did.
Yeah.
But not intentional.
No, you told me you went upstairs because you were getting ready for bed.
Stopped here.
Okay, but
Where's here?
show me where you can see any fingers coming out, because there's the end.
And his head's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So going like this, rather than going all the way up, it's like this.
But why is he saying I can't breathe, and why is he pushing on it as if he can't get out?
And it doesn't show a hole.
There's no hole. There's no fingers. I don't see his fingers. There's no hole.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't know, like, what you want me to tell you.
I'm just showing you. I'm just telling you what we see and what we've heard from the other video.
I understand.
He's begging for you to let him out. You're laughing in the beginning, and then in the end, it sounds kind of like a...
No, it's not malicious.
Well, saying fuck you.
It's not malicious.
Then what is that?
What does fuck you mean to you?
Well...
Like if I were to tell my
like he does. Like, I get told everything but a white woman, so...
Okay.
My intention was not to leave him in there. Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
But you went upstairs thinking that he could get himself out, but the video shows
That's
at no point can I see his fingers.
He'll be up here any minute.
And then 30 minutes later, he didn't show.
And he's telling you
and I
he
didn't
can't
wake
breathe.
up.
Do you think
not
he's
able to get
joking?
out.
You told me he was laughing, and
We were before.
The video, there's no
When we
laughing.
first got in there, both of us were.
So how long was he in there for? Like, this video is at 11:12 when it starts, so was he in there for like a long time prior to you recording this?
No. No.
So it goes from funny to no longer funny,
but
you're the only one laughing.
But I didn't think that he was, like, panicky. Like,
So pushing up on a suitcase saying, Sarah, 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 I can't breathe.
George has done that in the past before, too, where it's just like he thinks that he's woe is me kind of thing, where it's like,
He's never been locked in a suitcase where he couldn't get out, so.
It's kind of, I thought it was the boy crying wolf kind of thing.
Okay.
And again, my plan.
But nowhere in there is he laughing, is he joking, he is begging. And you're the only one laughing.
Okay.
And you're the only one saying derogatory comments. Like you're mad.
No.
Sarah's explanations were evasive and contradictory. She claimed she might have thought he was joking initially, but the urgency in Jorge's voice in the videos clearly indicated he was in distress. When asked why she didn't let him out, despite his pleas, Sarah struggled to provide a coherent answer. She mentioned that Jorge had a tendency to be dramatic, a crying wolf type of behavior, but admitted he had never been locked in a suitcase before. The detectives then directly asked if she was punishing him. Sarah initially denied this, but then alluded to Jorge making her feel a certain way, implying a retaliatory motive. She acknowledged the severity of the situation, but insisted she did not intentionally cause his death.
What do you think is going to happen if you leave somebody in a confined space like that?
Well, I thought by not zipping it up all the way, it would be okay. My plan was not to leave him in the suitcase.
What was your plan?
Waiting for him to come upstairs.
And then when he did it?
I fell asleep.
You said you were up there 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, somebody not coming up.
Knowing that the last time you saw him was in the suitcase, 30 minutes later, you're like, maybe I should go check on him? Maybe I shouldn't?
No.
Well, that didn't cross your mind because it didn't happen.
That's like an assumption. Like, that's what you all are thinking. Just.
We're asking.
It's the whole.
You tell us.
It's the drinking.
So my thing is, when it stopped, he asked multiple times, I mean, why? Why did you not let him out? It's just a simple question.
To be honest with you, I mean,
don't
Were you punishing him?
No. Just.
Well, that's what you're saying in the video.
This is what you got. This is what you make me feel like.
See, and then it's all backfired on me. Like, it's all backfired on me. And I understand the severity of this.
He's dead.
It's awful, I know.
Okay.
It's awful. I'm leaving it like this. I did not intentionally do this. No malicious content or effort was towards this. No malicious. I would do anything for him.
Well, you gave up checking up on him. So.
I wouldn't let him out of the suitcase.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
The interrogation concluded with Sarah's arrest. The evidence found on her phone, particularly the disturbing videos, provided a damning account of Jorge Torres Jr.'s final moments. Following Sarah Boone's arrest, investigators delved deeper into her relationship with Jorge. They uncovered a history of domestic violence, with repeated episodes of escalating intensity. This history further supported the prosecution's case that Jorge's death was not an accident, but the result of intentional and malicious actions. During her trial, the prosecution presented the shocking videos as key evidence. These recordings offered a chilling glimpse into the power dynamics and abuse within the relationship, culminating in the ultimate act of cruelty. The videos showed Sarah's indifference to Jorge's suffering as he pleaded for his life while trapped in the suitcase. The prosecution argued that Sarah Boone had intentionally confined Jorge in the suitcase, knowing the potential danger, and had callously documented his suffocation.
All right, do me a favor, stand up. I need you to turn around, face the wall. Put your hands behind your back. Do you have anything in your pockets that I should know about?
No.
Okay.
Why is this happening?
Because George is dead.
Not intentionally.
We understand that.
He's still dead.
Those holding cells, the holding cells, am I going to be put in one of those?
I don't know.
Last time I had a panic attack.
Let them know that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you're familiar with the big bay. As long as you go in and you act civil to them, they'll set you in the big bay. And you'll be left there for
Can
a
you
while.
request that while I'm there?
No, that's not up to us. We don't work at the jail.
As long as like he's saying, if you don't
If
act
you go
up.
in and act like this, you'll go in and they'll put you in the big bay. If you go in there screaming and kicking and yelling and
Why would
cursing
I
at
do
people,
that?
I don't know. I'm just letting you know that's what happens. That's how they weed people out. If you go in acting like this,
So I asked for the big bay?
they'll put you there as long as you're acting like this.
Yeah, because the last time I had a major panic attack on those little things.
Hey, change the cuffs.
Go stand up.
All done?
Yes, ma'am. I'd say no. My bad.
The defense attempted to portray the incident as a tragic accident fueled by alcohol, but the videos and the evidence of prior abuse severely undermined this argument. After considering all the evidence, the jury found Sarah Boone guilty. The charges she faced and was ultimately convicted of were second-degree murder. In a later hearing, she was sentenced to life in prison for the horrific crime. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon for more interesting videos like this.